Okay, welcome back. I got another new product for you. But first, I want to say thanks to everybody for following me and supporting me on YouTube. I didn't really expect anything of this when I started doing it. I was just kind of doing it for fun and to keep track of all the products I tried and when I thought of them. But yeah, no, the amount of support I got has been overwhelming. Thank you so much to everybody who's followed me, everybody who's commented on my videos, and yeah, continuing to support me, not just on YouTube, but Facebook and Reddit as well. It's been really humbling. I appreciate everything you guys have done. So today I want to talk about a snooze that I had heard a lot about. I've seen a lot of people buying this snooze. I know Snoopy says it's one of his everyday carry kind of ones. And it just got me thinking. Now, it's a general product, and I don't typically like general stuff. And every time I bought a general product in the past, it's had sort of like a Windexy kind of ammonia flavor to it. And as far as I understand, that's an off flavor. That's not something you're supposed to have in your snooze. That's, how do you say, it's a bad flavor caused by something getting into the snooze, a bug or a bacteria or some sort of thing that's not supposed to be there, and then it causes that sort of Windexy off flavor. So I generally tend to stay away from the general stuff, generally. I had the same problem when I had the Onyx. It would just taste like Windex to me and smell like manure. I couldn't get into it. It was too funky. But this one, since I heard a lot about it, I went ahead and I decided to try it out. Just sort of see what it was all about. It's got kind of an interesting name and an interesting can. So that's the General Mackmyra? General Mackmyra. Boom! General Mackmyra. And yeah, I really didn't know much about this when I bought it. I just knew that people liked it and I wanted to try it. So last weekend I cracked the can open and ooh, what's that smell? That's scotch. There's scotch in this snus. Scotch and snus. That's pretty damn good. I mean, first of all, when you do a good whiskey, when you drink a good whiskey, it's going to have a little bit of those tobacco flavors. It's going to have butterscotch, wood, smoke, all these sort of things that you associate with tobacco. And the flavor profile with the tobacco, and then you got the saltiness and the peatiness of the scotch in with the snooze. I mean, that's a winning combination. I know a lot of people have talked about the GN Islay Scotchness. That one I have not tried yet, but I'm definitely going to be willing to try it. But this stuff blew me away. First of all, let's talk about the packaging here. I don't know how good it's going to come out on the video, but on the lid here, it's got this embossed wood texture. It looks like a tree when you cut it out and you can count the rings. I wonder how old this is. I'm gonna count it later, don't worry. But yeah, no, and it's made in collaboration with Mackmyra. So I don't know what Mackmyra is. I've never had their scotch before, but if it tastes half as good as the snus does, it's got to be pretty good scotch. Now, they are original portions, and they do smell like scotch. They got this wonderful salty, smoky, peaty smell to them. You can see they're quite moist. Quite nice, comfortable soft bags. Ooh, man, they've been open for about a week and still super, super moist, which is a really good sign of a good snus. Typically, I see that my snus dries out after about a week and a half. This one's still super, super moist. The bag looks almost like it's dripping. I don't know if you can see how much moisture is in there, but it's super wet. And then on top of all that, there's the flavor. So I'm gonna pop it in. And right up front, you're hit with scotch. You get this sort of banana, peaty, salty flavor, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of vanilla in there, and then that's all balanced out really well with the tobacco flavors of the snus. Now, typically with snus, we like to have our salt and our snus. That saltiness is what makes scotch good in general. Like, that's why it's one of the things people look for in good scotch is salty, peaty scotch. Not to mention the smokiness, not to mention all the other flavors that you're getting in this, but it's just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful flavor profile. Would I get this again? 100%. Would it be my everyday carry? Maybe. It depends on how much I want to be into it. But I'll tell you what, this guy with some beer, this guy with some whiskey, this guy with coffee, this guy with anything is good. And I just don't know what it is about it. It's got this wonderful flavor profile. Now, I'm really interested to try the GN's Islay whiskey version. But again, that's going to have to wait for my next order. So maybe in a couple months I'll try it out. But right now I'm really happy with this. I wish I got a second can. But yeah, if you've not checked this out, get your hands on some of this Mackmyra. It's wonderful. Again, I've never had the Scotch. I'm really interested to try the Scotch out now. But this snus is outstanding. I've not had many other snus that compared to how good this is. Sure, it's not a traditional flavor. It doesn't have that same sort of juniper and traditional snus flavors, but as far as a flavor profile goes, it's extremely complex, very deep, and overwhelmingly delicious. I don't even know if that's a term people say, but it's good. It's really, really, really good. You've got to try it. Just buy it, buy a roll. Put them all in your mouth at the same time. Just don't do that. Don't buy a can, try it out, maybe 2 cans. If you like Scotch, if you like snus, if you like alcohol, if you like drinking, if you like tobacco, if you like smoking cigars, this is the snus you want to try. As far as the strength and the nicotine, I'd say it's about an average strength. It's not too heavy. They've listed it here as 2 dots, which I would say is about fair. It doesn't feel any stronger than something like the General Mint. But as far as flavor profile is concerned, this guy is great. This guy, it's okay. It's good, but this is amazing. On top of that, the flavor profiles, I feel like this is easy mode. No. Okay. This is like playing on a PS2, and then this is playing on a PS4 with the remastered version. So this is like Kingdom Hearts on your PS2 when it first came out. This is like Kingdom Hearts on your PS4 remastered 4HD, 4K. You're getting way more for your money out of this. Price-wise, this is obviously cheaper. This is way more expensive. I think this is nearly $5 a can. But considering what you're getting, the collaboration with Mackmyra, the whiskey flavors, the profile, it's great. I was doing this with some Scotch last night, drinking this with some, I think it's like Actition or something like that. I can't remember the name of the Scotch. But this, it just hits the spot. I mean, it's nice too, like, when you want to have like a nice Scotch in your mouth. And of course, we all drink Scotch because, not because we want to get drunk, but because we like the flavor, and it's, a gentlemanly type thing to do, and it's a very highbrow thing to enjoy Scotch. And sometimes you want to enjoy a Scotch flavor without having to get the hangover the next day, or, get intoxicated. Or maybe you're at work and you deal with heavy machinery, and this is sort of the kind of thing you want to go for. Yeah, and it's definitely a Scotch flavor. It doesn't come across like a bourbon or a rye whiskey or anything like that. It definitely tastes like Scotch, and it tastes like, I would say an Islay Scotch. It's got that sort of Islay profile to it. It's very smoky, it's very salty, it's very peaty. It's not like the Highland Scotch where they come out with this sort of malty, sweet profile. It's not like the Speyside Scotches. It's definitely, I would guess, an Islay, but don't quote me on that. Don't give me 100%. There's Google for that, not YouTube, even though Google owns YouTube. But anyway, if you're looking for something new, you're looking for something different, try this out. It's absolutely amazing. It's so good. Absolutely worth the money. Absolutely worth you trying it out. I will definitely be buying this in the future. It's going to be on my next order for sure. Probably 2 rolls. And yeah, so that's the General Mackmyra. Let me get a little more light on there. General Mackmyra. Is it going to focus? It's too close. General Mackmyra. General Mackmyra. Portions. Original portions. General Mackmyra original portions. General Mackmyra original portions. General Mackmyra. Look at that embossing on that. It's just so pretty. And it's great like when it's in your pocket or in your bag, because you can just stick your hand in there and you're like, that wood grain. I know what I'm gonna get. Something smoky, something deep and rich, something delicious. And then this it checks all the boxes, guys. This is everything you're looking for in a snooze. I mean, sure, there's other flavors. There's crazier flavors like vanilla and blueberry, coffee, chocolate, mint, wintergreen. Fuck them. Scotch. This is the way to go. Buy it.